So hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So again in this video I am coming with another fantastic question, right? X plus ln x equal to 1 by e divided by e. Now this is going to be a very interesting question, right? Because I am using the concept of maxima, minima and little bit of calculus here, right? So it will be a very interesting video, and so pay attention throughout the video and you will learn a lot after watching this video, and you will get to know a lot, right? So x plus ln x equal to 1 by 1 minus e divided by e. So this is a question based on logarithm, right? But we will not use logarithm method in this question, right? We will use another 2 or 3 concept here. So it's a very good combination of concepts, right? So now let's see how do we proceed. What do you think? How do we solve this kind of question? So first of all, if I talk about very simple method from which you can get one answer very easily. Which answer? First of all, x plus ln x, if I write as it is, then I have 1 minus e divided by e. So I can write this whole part as 1 by e minus 1, obviously, right? Because 1 by e get here and this e and v will get cancelled out. So 1 by e as it is, this 1 by e as it is, and here I have minus 1. So I can write 1 as ln e, right? Because ln value of ln is always equal to 1, right? So I can write that x plus ln x equal to 1 by e, and here I have minus ln e. So I can also write this as plus ln 1 by e, right? Because if I write this ln e, then minus sign will come here, right? So this is 1 by e plus ln 1 by e. Now what do you think? Many people will get answer, right, from this equation only. Why? Because instead of x, right hand side I have 1 by e. X instead of x, here I have 1 by e, ln x, to ln 1 by e. So I can easily say that our answer will be x equal to 1 by e. But the main question is this the only answer, right? Is this the only answer of this question? That we have to find out, right? But if you talk about shortcut method, that's x equal to 1 by e our answer. But this is not the only answer. We will get one more answer, right? Which answer you will get to know in a little bit of time. So pay attention throughout the video. Now x equal to 1 by e. Now if I talk about method through which we will get this answer and one more answer, is method is, here I have x plus ln x. So I can, if I give a function that f of x equal to x plus ln x. Now, if I use the differentiation, right? I am sure all of you are aware of differentiation. Differentiation of x is 1 and ln x is 1 by e, obviously, right? Now one thing that you must know, that here I have x. X is greater than 0. X must be greater than 0. Why? Because here I have ln x, and any term which is inside ln is always has to be positive, right? Sorry, here I will get 1 by x, right? Sorry. So x is greater than 0, then obviously 1 by x is also greater than 0, obviously. And if I add 1, then also 1 plus 1 by x is always greater than 0. So this whole term is greater than 0, right? But the main question is, what does this mean? Why it is important that this to be greater than 0? Because if it is greater than 0, which means I have a positive slope, right? Which means this function is increasing, right? This function is increasing. So now if I take exponents here both the side, right? So if I take exponent, then I will get e raised to x plus ln x, and instead of 1 minus e divided by e, I will write 1 by e minus 1, right? So now what will happen? If I separate this whole two term, then e raised to x into e raised to ln x, agree? And instead of 1 by e minus 1, I can write e raised to 1 by e divided by e, right? Because e raised to minus 1 will come into denominator, so it will become only e, right? So I hope you got it. Now what will happen? Here I have e raised to x and here I have e raised to ln x, right? So value of e raised to ln x is equal to x, this e raised to x as it is, right? Same way, here I have 1 by e into e raised to 1 by e, right? So now what do you think? Many of you must know the solution of this equation, right? Because I can simply apply here Lombard's W function. Why? Because I'm sure all of you are aware what is a Lombard's W function, that if I have x into e raised to x, then our answer will be x according to Lombard's. If I write here Lombard's W function, right? If I have Lombard W function inside x e raised to x, then our answer will be x, and its reverse is also true, which means if inverse of x will be x into e raised to x, right? So this is our Lombard's W function. So I can apply Lombard W function both the side here, right? So if I apply this function, then Lombard of x e raised to x, same way W function inside 1 by e into e raised to 1 by, right? So according to this property, I will get x here, and here I will get 1 by e. So x equal to 1 by e, which we know earlier. We got this answer by this method. But as I said, this is not our only answer. We will get one more answer. How? See, pay attention. Here I take f of x, right? So if I take here g of x, which is equal to x into e raised to x, right? From here, this is g of x equal to x into e raised to x. Now if I differentiate this term, g dash x, right? So I'm sure of you know how to differentiate this function. First of all, I will differentiate this function. This is constant, and then I will differentiate this function, and this will be act as a constant. So first of all, this then differentiation of x is 1 into e raised to x plus e raised to x. Differentiation of e raised to x is e raised to x, and x is constant, right? So I can take e raised to x common. What will remain? 1 plus x, right? This is equal to g dash x. Now if this is equal to 0, then I can obviously get this is only possible when x equal to minus 1. Agree, right? Because what will happen if I take value of x, and if here I take g dash x and g of x, right? So x equal to minus 1, right? Now if I take x equal to 0, right? X equal to 0 here, value which is greater than 0, right? Then this will be positive and this will be negative, which means in this part it will be decreasing function, and in this part x equal it will be increasing function, right? So x equal to minus 1 is also our answer. So we'll get two answers, x equal to minus 1 and 1 by e, right? So I hope you got it. As I said, this is very interesting to know, and this is very interesting function, right? G of, if I put g of minus 1 here, right, then minus 1 into e raised to minus 1, I will get minus 1 by e, right? So I hope you got it. As I said, this is very interesting question and very conceptual question. As I said, if you have any query, any doubt, then you obviously comment me in the comment box. And thank you so much for watching this video.